Hey, what's going on, guys? Jalan here, coming back with another episode of the weekly recap. Today, currently, is July 1st, 2019, and it's going to be episode 77 of the weekly recap. Without further ado, let's get into it. It's already July. I can't believe already half of the year. It's already gone by. Super, super fast. Wow, it's amazing how fast time flies. Anyway, getting to the things I've done is at work. Um, we had to repartition and reconfigure some of our systems so that we can support multiple kernel versions. So because of that, we had to wipe out the whole system, create a new partitions, and re-image everything. So spent me and my partner spent some time reconfiguring and resetting up the whole systems again this past week. And then as a result of that, we test on these new configurations. We weren't able to get the CIs up and running because there are some difficulties with setting multiple USs and with the SSH key. So as a result of that, our CI is completely down. Everything is just not working on that part. That's pretty much all I've done at work. And this week is going to be a short week because it is 4th of July weekend, so I only have 3 days. Gonna be continuing doing that. That's pretty much it. Switching gear to some of the things I've learned, the podcasts I've listened to. Been catching up on Lewis House's School of Greatness. Listened to, I think, Penn Jillette, an interview with Penn Jillette. What else do I have? Rich Froning. I think I listened to that one. Master of Meditations. And then Jace's podcast. Honestly, I can't remember what I've listened to. I just pop into the car and just turn on one of these guys. But I do remember the things that I've listened to, which is the Crown Refs podcast. Really loving. I can't remember. I think his name is Phil. Phil's his content with Crown Refs interviewing and studying the game of refereeing and the game of basketball. So really loving his content, bringing on different guests, growing his brand, and exposing other referee brands, which I thought was very, very cool. Really loving his content as well. I'm really big fan of that as I'm continuing on to my journey with becoming a better official and the road to NCAA. That's pretty much all I've done in the learning side. Haven't picked up the book as much, which is something I need to get back to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of that this weekend, as I will be getting away from the city. So, jumping gear to what I've done this past weekend. Went to garage sale. Last week was cold as F. Thankfully, I was able to score something this past weekend. Really happy about my scores and looking forward to get them out there and making those sales on eBay. And then aside from that, I also did some house hunting. Spent about 5 hours going to open houses and really kicking up the gear on the purchasing process, and really looking forward to this new journey and this new challenge and this new process with house purchasing and seeing where that goes. That's pretty much what I've done this past weekend, and then ended Sunday with 2 games. Got one of them filmed. I'm going to be watching that game. More of a 7th and 8th grade level. So worked with an experienced official, got his contact, and was able to communicate, and he was able to shed some light on my game and gave me some of the things to work on. So I'm definitely gonna be implementing that in upcoming weeks and gonna be studying the shit out of these films. So it's lots of fun. Doesn't feel like work, and it's part of the process and part of the journey. So hope you have an awesome weekend, awesome Monday, and live intentionally and just do the best that you can, and just be grateful for everything that we have. So love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.